Hey guys, so this is the new setup. We are operating on a Linux operating system, and for all this there are too many queries, right? First of all, as you might have noticed, the webcam is different. Okay, so you have to work with this webcam. I don't know yet how to make this optimized or changed according to how I want. Okay, I'll figure it out later. And the second thing is the NCS songs, the non-copywriting songs in the background, right? Because of course I don't want any copyright strikes on my channel, so we'll be having those in the background. The volume will be less, and whenever we get stuck, I think I'll turn off the music. But till then, I think good music is important. Okay, so in what we need to do is, first, our rating is too low. Okay, 800 something rating I am. That is too less. I'm embarrassed to tell this to others. Like, I am doing CP. I'm focused on CP for past 5 months, and my rating is 800. That is embarrassing. So first we need to improve our rating. For that, I don't need wrong answers, and I need quick, correct answers. Okay, the quick part is important. Okay, and yeah, let's solve it. I think the contest has been started. No, there's still 2 minutes left. Okay, we can talk till then. So that was the first objective, that we need to improve our rating. The second thing is our problem solving. So this time, for the first time, I'll be using this stylus in a contest. So yeah, the logic should come quickly, right? Quick solutions. Okay, forget about the things, right? Quick solutions. And what's the third thing? Let me figure it out. What was it? I can't remember. I remember there were 3 things I needed to clarify before the contest. First was, I need to improve the rating, yeah. Quick solutions. And third, what was the third? Yeah, third was to find the solution in different ways. Like, for each question, what I used to do, I used to follow only one approach, right? We need to find different approaches. We should not be stagnant on a single approach. We can be variable, so we need to try everything, like observational pattern if there is there, or else some mathematical formula directly, or else brute force. Okay, we need to approach all the methods so that we can find a solution quickly. Okay, I think that's it. I think the contest has started. Okay, this one is quite a famous song. Okay, we'll wait 15 seconds. We'll groove to the songs. Okay, it is designed by a single writer, this today's contest. Good. And also, I'll be using a public online compiler. My VS Code is not set up quite right, and I'm not able to fix it. Means I have not tried. I'll try it, and from the next videos will be on VS Code. Okay, the first question. Alice is inviting her friends to a birthday to eat cakes. However, each friend may not be at same place, so everyone has to meet up at the same location first. He has n friends, where the ith friend is at position AI. To make everyone at same place, Alice has to make group calls. Unfortunately, the signal is weak. Alice can only call 2 other people at a time. Being a good person, Alice doesn't want her friends to walk too far. So for each group call containing ith friend and jth friend, Alice will tell both of them to meet at some integer between minimum of AI at some integer location between minimum of all the friends and maximum of all the friends inclusive. After that, both of them will move to the location so quickly that Alice cannot make any group call during their movement. Please note that Alice can call these friends once again when they reach their location. The party is starting soon, so Alice needs to make group calls fast. Help her find the minimum number of group calls she needs to make. So let's say these are the positions, right? the first is test cases, the second is the number of friends, the third integer is location of a friends, right? So 1 2 3 4 5, she calls first and fourth friend and tell them to move to the location 3. So they are at 3, then she calls 2 and 5 and tell them to move the location. In the second group minimum is 2, because okay, with frequency, right? This question is a frequency, and also at the same time minimum number of group calls she needs in order to make them at the same location. So the number of group calls should be minimum. She says that she doesn't want to make them run far away, but I think it's okay, right? Okay, so what will we do is we'll find the median of these numbers. Yeah, the median of these numbers will be the location, and the number of friends other than the median location divide by 2. Okay, so we'll first int n equals to c dot next of size n for int I equals to I plus plus. Then we'll find the number. Okay, I'll using simple for loops. I think I can do it with hash maps, but I'm not able to get the intuition right, so I'll use loops only. So first we'll find the median. Int median equals to a of n by 2, right? If there are 4 elements, 4 sorted elements, then it will be at, let's say it was 1 disabled. Okay, yeah, sure. What I mean to say is, let's say it was 1 2 5 6, right? The 3 4 is missing, and we choose a location 2, then we need to have at least 2 calls. In any case we need to have 2 calls, but let's say it was like this. N was 4, right? 4 by 2 is 2, so our location chosen was 5, but now it must be 2, so it was 1 and 2, right? So if let's say there is odd median, right? We need a minimum number of calls. No, there's no need of the median thing. It's all about the frequency. We need to minimize the number of calls, so directly frequency it is. So what is till, okay, allow, okay, each number can be 1 to 10 to the power 9. So I think an array will work, right? Or let's say we'll build a hash map. Let it be hash map, let's say m of integer comma integer m equals to new hash map okay, and m of m dot get or default a of I comma 0 plus plus, right? This should work. Get or default a of I we need to increase that value. So will it work? What is the syntax of hash map? I am forgetting it. Let me write it down. Hash map, right? It is get call or put. Yeah, put. It is put. Yeah, sorry. M dot mat dot put in okay, put this in that, right? Put in a of I, the value m dot get default a of I plus 1. Okay, this is I think correct. And then we need to find the maximum frequency among that. Right. So for how can we iterate through hash map? I forgot. For all key values in M, it's something like that, right? For all key values in M, if I am forgetting. Okay, pardon me. I'll not. This is not cheating. Okay, I am just looking up the syntax. Syntax of hash map. How can I forget, man? Hash map in Java. Okay, a little bit valid. Okay, I'm feeling guilty, but there's nothing I can do, right? Just a second. So much time is bad. Hash map iteration in Java. How to iterate a hash map in Java, right? New hash map and then for map.entry. Does this work? Hash map of integer. I'm making dumb searches, okay? Don't judge me. Okay, still it's not. I'll just use this here. For map.entry. Okay, sure. So it will be I'm still not able to. I don't know what to do. Fuck. The name is okay. Here it is not hash map or map, I think, right? So map of integer is a hash map, and then using for each. Yeah, I need this. For each, yeah, using for each. Int type equals to this is so dumb. M dot for each key it is, right? Okay, wait, for I'll directly use it. For each key in M. Excuse me. For each key. Let me see an example. Okay. for each key. Where's the name of the map? M dot for each. Okay. M dot for each key if in, let me find a temporary, int temp equals to 0 and so if the value for each value if value is greater than temp, I will directly do it, right? If value is greater than temp, the new temp will be value and the number value. So yeah, that's right. And finally we just need to subtract print system.out.println the temp by 2 if it is odd, if n minus temp mod 2 is equal to 0. And friends, n minus temp friends we need to call. So if it is divisible by 2, then we'll directly that many calls, else system.out.println temp plus 1 by 2, right? Temp plus 1 divided by 2, n minus temp plus 1. Yeah, n minus, here also it will be n minus, I think the brackets are unnecessary. Still, as a precaution, I'll add them because I don't need any more wrong answers. I think they should work. The syntax is the syntax correct? Yeah, it's not. Let me find it. There's no other thing. Syntax check Java. How much time has passed? I think 15 minutes. I'm dumb as hell. For each I'm blatantly cheating in front of the camera, but okay, there's nothing I can do. Where temp equals to value. Okay, for each map dot for each, but the name is m, right? So for each key and value, if value is greater than this, yeah, okay, this should be able to run without any errors. Okay, it is running without any errors. So the answer is 2251, right? No, there's still error. Default map dot put. Am I missing a bracket? Yeah, I am. Okay. No, wait, it's still processing. Temp equals to value. Local variables reference form lambda function must be final. What is this? Temp. The problem is temp. Okay. Reference from lambda expressions must be final or effectively final. I need to fix this. So sorry. Largest. Okay, man. Fuck off. Syntax. Check. Fuck it, man. I'm desperate now. Okay, let me just learn the concept. I'm not cheating, I'm learning the concept. I'm sacrificing my time. Okay, that is valid. Hash maps Java. I'll just learn it. Okay, so hash map, to create a hash map directly we can, yeah, I was right. And when we need capacity of hash map, है चल Okay, I've spent a lot of time still. Okay, cannot find the symbol. Map.entry. Okay. Two 141. Okay. Yeah, 2141 should work. Why is it not done? No, how can in the second test case, if three of them are present at 1, we'll call the rest 2 at 1, right? So only one call is needed. Okay, just a minute. Call the person and tell them to move to location 1. Okay, we need to tell everyone that stay in the locations. Is it? The number is one way to make everyone follow is the same location. Call the first and fourth and tell them to move to the location 1. The locations are this. Now call the fourth and what is this question doing? Alice have an friends. The ith friend is position AI. Alice makes only being a group doesn't want her friends to walk away. So for each group call containing ith and j friend, Alice will tell both them to meet at some integer location between their locations inclusive. So it is between them. Okay, for each call is between them. After that, both of them will move to that location so quickly that doesn't make. Okay, so yeah, we cannot call a person at 2 and tell him to be a person like. This is a sorted array. Okay, we can only tell this person to move here in the between, so we can contract it using calls. So we just don't need the first value or the last value. No. Okay, let's move on to question 2. I'm not giving up, it's just that I've spent a lot of time in this now and I'm pissed off at this problem. Okay. Cake leveling. Alice is preparing. Okay, all are Alice's questions. Preparing a cake, however, she is in a rush, so the frosting of the cake is uneven. To quickly solve this issue, Alice will put a knife at some integer height and then sweep the frosting from left to right to make the frosting level. Formally, let AI be the height of the frosting at ith position. Suppose this AI puts a knife at some integer height h. If the height of frosting at position i is greater than the excess frosting will pushed off the excess frosting on position n will be pushed off the cake completely. Alice and her friends really love cake frosting. Since Alice might decide to serve some prefix of the cake instead of the whole cake, help her find the maximum height the frosting can be while keeping the frosting level for the first I positions for I question. I'll read the question again, okay? AI be the height of the height position, puts a knife to integer height edge and pushes it off. The excess frosting goes to I plus 1 position and from n it will be pushed off. Alice and her friends really love cake frosting. Since Alice might decide to serve some prefix of the cake instead of the whole cake, Helper find the maximum height the frosting can be while keeping the frosting level for the first I positions for I equals to 1, 2 and so on. Like if it was 4, 2, 3, output for each circuit, output and measure by I and the maximum height the frosting can be while keeping the for the first I position. For the first position, maximum is 4. The second position will be average of this. Okay, it's just all these values. This value can only go ahead, not come behind, right? Okay, what can we do? Let's say for ith position, this is the heights of the cake, right? And we need the maximum that can be filled up to here. Let's say this was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is of height 7, this is of height 4, this is of height 6 and this is of height 2. So 7, 4, 2, 6. We need to find till here. So what we'll do? This value can go everywhere. This value can go everywhere. This value can go from the second position to there. And we need them equal. There can be excess. This is the correct approach. What I am doing is I am dividing this in here, and this will be all. Okay, good questions. I need to improve my rating. What am I doing? Each part can be divided here, right? If we cut off at an arbitrary edge, we'll try different approach. As I stated, we have to try different approach. Let's say h equals to some arbitrary value. In this case, h was 4, right? So what is it? This is excess. So 3. This is exactly the same. This has an excess of 2. This has a deficiency of 2. Is it brute forceable? 1.5 megabytes. 10 to the power 9, and the number of integers is 10 to the power 5. I think it's brute forceable, right? So for each h, we'll find the total excess. We'll go on adding the excess from left to right, and we'll keep subtracting the excess, and at the end so what we'll do is, for iterating through I, there are 10 to the power 5 times the values of h. What will be the values of h? The ideal h will be the summation till then divided by the number of items. So we have divided this. So prefix array divided by n. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, cool. I got it. Do we need long? Okay, yeah, we need long. The prefix array can be long. The number is, this is the number, right? Nine one three seven four six eight two six seven three. Okay, this is wrong, and this is also wrong. Okay, we have gotten this case wrong. and some of these are also wrong. And no, I'm checking completely different. Just a second. Copy, paste, and answers, right? These are the answers: 43322 332. Okay, I have gotten this right, wrong. These two values. Which is this? 2. The second test case. The second test case is 23432. Two, 3, 4, 3, 2. 2, right? 2. Is it 2, 3, 4, 2, 2? The second test case is 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Answer is all 2, but I am getting the answer as 22332. Okay, and here. Okay, yeah, that's what the problem is. It is not present here. All this data is of everything here. All this data is of everything belonging to here. We need all of this to be same. This is the maximum edge. We'll do the brute force. This is the maximum edge, and we'll iterate edge lower from there until we can make the difference minimum. Int h max equals to p of I divided by I plus 1 divided by 2. No, not divided by 2. I normally I plus 1. Okay, and after that what we need to do is we have found the h max. I will start again. X is equals to 0, E plus equals to the value at I minus h. So if a is if a of I is theta, okay, so this is for each index. For each index there will be an h max. We'll iterate through the h max and we need to find the h max for which e is minimum. New h equals to 0, I'll declare it, and we need to print new h. Okay, if I'll not be able to solve any of this, there's shame on me. So what this does is, for each index we'll find an h max, and from that h max we'll iterate till 0. H max till j is This is, first we're iterating through the integers, that 1, 2, 3, and for each integer there is an h max, and we'll be iterating through each h max. Okay, this is getting complex. N cube, it's not n cube, but yeah, sure, it is complex. For each edge height, we need to print an answer. We need to print outside this. We need to print outside this one, right? Where will E minimum be? E minimum of all the edges for a particular index. So this is changing h, right? For a particular element, h is iterating here, and we need to find the minimum. So in this, let's say this is the maximum left. Okay, if after iteration, if E is less than E minimum will be E, and the new h will be this. Then again we'll go through this loop with an x 0. Okay, this should work, I guess. Plus 1. Lossy conversion, int. Where's h max? Okay, this is too slow, my man. This is too slow. And it's completely wrong. It's all wrong. Okay, back to the logic board. How much time have I spent looking like a dumbass? Ain't no way, man. 1 hour and I have not solved a single problem. Just in case I'll... Okay, just give me 10 minutes. If I think this is solvable, and I'll this is the easy version problem. Difference is constraints ones are smaller, you can hack over. Alice's friends have come to the party. Now they are lining up to enter the party. There are X tables at a party with S seats each. Each seat can only hold one person. Each friend has one of these 3 following person. Introverts want to sit at an empty table. Extroverts want to sit at non-empty table. Ambiverts can sit at an empty table. Initially, every seat is empty. However, because Alice was eating cake, her friends have already formed a line, which Alice cannot change their order. for each person in the line, Alice has to assign them a table or kick them out of the party. For each person is seated before anyone is assigned a table. Wanted to have a lot of Alice needs as many people as in the part. Help her find. Okay, this is a DP. Okay, help her find the maximum number of friends she can have at the party. If we make an introvert set, then all S seats will be gone. S minus 1 seats will be gone. If we let an extrovert set, it will only lose in 1 seat. This will also lose in 1 seat. Just set up non-indifferent. Okay, so there are let's say these many people, A, E, I, E, A, E, A, I, right? So let's say up till here the maximum people that can be seated was D of 2. This is index 1, position 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next will be, if we make an introvert set, what that does is that it removes 5 seats. It removes 5 seats. So this is the maximum number that can be seated, including this number. And if we exclude it, then he will not be there, but there are more seats present. So we'll iterate through here. If there's ambivert present, then he can sit anywhere, right? So there's no, the seat will just get reduced by 1. S minus equals to 1. If introvert okay, let's go. Okay, we need to solve the first 2 problems. Fuck this shit. Convergence. There are at different places. She can call 2 people and tell them an location between them and tell them to come there. The minimum calls. A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6. She can call any 2 people and tell them to come in between these 2 places, inclusive. So what's the problem when 1, 1, 1, 2, 2? Can't she tell? She can't in 2 calls, right? To come to 1 and this to come to 1. Okay. Okay, so So for each call to come to a location, we need a number less than equal to that number, and we also need a number greater than equal to that number. If there is a number greater than that number, let's say we need to bring 2 here, so we need to call 2 with either 1 or a number less than 1. Okay, so what I mean is, let's say we need to bring it A3 here, so for A4 we need to call either A2 or A1. For A5 we need to call either A1 or A2. So let's say an index, there is a people lesser, these are the people lesser than that index, these are the people greater than that index, and the number of calls is so in this case, for each value let's say for 1 there is 2 people, and there's 2 there is okay, let me get the code which has okay, there is no code. Again I have to solve the entire thing by myself. Import java.util.public class main public static void main. What I am doing, I'll tell you in a bit. I'm in a rush because I haven't solved any. Scanner is equals to new scanner system.in nt equals to c.next and while t tends to, you can hear the news, I guess. My dad's watching news. And 10 is equals to of size and for oh no, we need to make it an hash map, right? Hash map and integer m equals to new hash map and dot put se dot next and dot put x for map dot end integer e belongs to m dot k. What's the syntax? M dot entry integer map dot entry set m dot entry set system dot out dot println g dot value g dot key and g dot value, right? Get value, get key, get plus m dot value, not m, e dot entry key and entry value. Right, so if I run this, while t tends to 0, identifier expected, int t goes to 0 while t tends to 0. What's wrong? What's wrong here? Okay, I have not started. Okay, this works. Okay. What's wrong in this? Iterate using entry integer e such that entry set e such that m dot entry set map dot entry get key, get value, get key and get value. I think this should have worked. For each, where's each? God dang it, man. Hey, F it, man. I'm stuck at the syntax. Okay, I'm looking it up now. It's not about the rating, but I'm not able to solve if I don't know the syntax. What's the syntax mistake? Almost correct. You are using map.get or default as key.put in. That means you are doing map.put value and value plus 1. Oh, we need to put it in the place of x. Okay, it's not this. We need to put it in the place of x. Okay, I've got the hash map part right. So what we need to do, the logic was this. Let's say this is the meetup location. There are some people here, there are some people less than here, there's a greater than here. So the minimum calls is let's say there are 5 people here, 3 people here, 6 people here, 7 let's say. Okay, so we need to make 5 calls, which is 7 plus 5 is 12. And then again plus by plus mod, right? So it is 12. Needed 5 plus 2, 7 calls. How do you find this element? Either this is the median element. I don't think this is the median element because it depends on the frequency, right? We need to divide it in such a way that the number to the left and the number to the right is minimum in this location. So we need the maximum frequency. So in the case of 1122, this was the maximum frequency. The number there is no number less than this number, so we need 2 calls. Got it. So maximum frequency, other than that we need maximum frequency. Okay, number of lesser people and number of greater people. Let's say int lesser people equals to 0, int greater people equals to 0. Okay, and frequency max frequency in hash. We'll iterate through the hash map as my answer. We need to find the summation of all the people and then we'll subtract the frequency. Let's build a prefix hash map. No. Am I overcomplicating this? That's right. So we'll find the maximum frequency, then will be people less than that, people greater than that, the total mod divided by total by 2 plus total mod 2 is the answer. Total by 2 plus total mod 2. What is total? Total is the net total minus the frequency. Okay, so the frequency max frequency equals to math.max of max frequency and e dot get value. Int map frequency equals to, let's say, 9999. Okay, equals to 9999. Numlock 99. Num freaking lock equals to 9999. Let's say this. No, it equals to 0 and equals to string.out.println. Total. What is the total? We need a total, right? For each entry, total equals to total plus equals to, and total equals to 0. So the total equals to e dot get value. Okay, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna crash out. E dot get value for system dot println t. So the final total will be t minus maximum frequency. Total equals to, and will for this total we'll find t by 2 plus t mod 2. Okay, what's the answer? 2251. Please work, please. Int t is already defined. Total plus minus equals to total. Please work. Okay, there's no errors. 2141. Fucking hell. 2141. Okay, so total value is 3 plus 2, 5, right? 5 minus the maximum frequency. 5 minus 3 is 2. We need to divide it into the lesser and greater part. There's no working around that. Okay. Int lesser people equals to 0. Int greater people equals to 0. If then again there's a loop. So in this we have found the maximum frequency and the total. In this loop we find the lesser and total. If e dot get value is greater than and what's the key for this? We need a key, right? Also need the key. So in that loop only we need a if, right? Yeah, if e dot get value is greater than maximum frequency, then e dot get value and the key is the max frequency key equals to e dot get key. Okay, e dot get key int max frequency key equals to 0. If e dot get value is greater than if get key and max frequency key plus greater people greater people will increase by e dot get value, else lower people, else if e dot get key is less than maximum frequency key, then lower people increase by e dot get value. I'm gonna get destroyed by this. Okay, else if this, so the total equals to total minus math dot minimum of lower people comma greater people, so that will be individual calls. Twice of the total minus twice of math of min are the remaining people. So these are the remaining people. Remaining people need an individual call plus math dot minimum of people comma greater people. Total. What I'm doing is the total people, let's say the minimum left people are 2, right people are 5, so total it is 3 here. Lower people excuse me. Uh, 4261 4261. Oh my god. Man, I failed today's contest so badly, so freaking badly. I can't explain. Is this because of the song, guys? No, it's not. I'm dumb. Okay, the A is what time is remaining? 37 minutes. Please, I need to solve 2. At least 2 I need to solve. There's no way. Okay, focus mode on. The song goes off, guys. Let's say being a good person doesn't want, so in an unsorted array, let's say it is 1 2 5 6 7 9 9 13 15. Frequency, it depends on the frequency, right? So what is it doing when number between that? So it needs to be sorted, right? Okay, we sorted this. Now we need to call the friends. So this is the maximum frequency. Number lesser there are 1 2 3 4 5, greater are 2. So answer will be 2 plus 3, that is 5. Let's see the test case. 31415, 31415, 31415, 926535, 926535, 926535. So 112 112 3 3 4 5 5 5 6 9. So the maximum frequency is this. The number lesser are 1 2 3 4 5 6. The number greater are 2. The answer will be 2 plus 4, that is 6. But they have found out 5. How is it 5? If this, they are considering this, then that will be number lesser are 3, number greater are 4. So it is 3 plus 1 2 3 4 5 6, 3 plus 6. It will be 3 plus, right, 3 plus 6, right? 1 2. How is it 5? How is this case 5? 1 1 2 3 3 4 5 5 5 6 9, right? How does in this case the number is 5? Let's say we need to call it position. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, I've got it. We need to divide it. Okay, I got it. We need to divide it into left and right pairs. That is minimum. So the numbers to the left should be equal to the numbers to the right. How can we do that? How can we do that? There are total n numbers. Numbers to the left are the lesser number, numbers to the right are greater numbers. And we need to divide it such a way. There is no frequency in this. I guess there was frequency, but it's not that complex. So we'll sort it. When will the number to lesser will be number greater, right? N will sort it in ascending order, and the n by 2th element will be the place where we need to call them. Let's say there is 4, right? So 1, 2, 4, 6. So in this case the number of calls is, we fix this, there's 2 calls. Does this depend totally on, what does this depend on? The number lesser should be equal to the number greater. We'll sort these numbers. We'll sort these numbers, we'll find the median element. Arrays dot sort and median. If it is even, then that's 4 elements, so 4 by 2 is 2, 0, 1, 2, this. And if it is odd, okay, I have got the problem, but there are small things which I'm getting confused about. But that's the question, right? We need to divide it into 2 different parts. If there are multiples of this, let's say 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 9. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 elements. So directly we can say there's 4, this is 4, and this is the element. Five elements here, 3 elements here that we need to also. 3 plus 2 equals to 5. 5 calls are needed. It will not be the maximum frequency, it will be the median key. And the median key, how can we find the median key? Median key is sort the array and directly get the value. Right. Median key. A of n by 2 else mfk equals to A of n, let's say there are odd 1 2 3 1 2 3 first index, n minus 1 by 2, n minus 1 by 2, right? So if there are 3 elements, you need the second element is n plus 1 by 2, sorry, n plus 1 by 2th element, and mf int mf equals to m dot get value at maximum frequency k. So there's no mf, there's total, and there's this total equals to find the total value. There's no need of finding this. If less than total equals to math.minimal. Let's see if this works. A of I, int a of I equals to c dot next int. There's no int needed here. I have declared it earlier. Cannot find the symbol m. Where online get value in 22. Int mf, right? Int mf equals to 0. Okay, I will get the same error. Cannot find the simple m dot get value. Variable m and type of integer. What is wrong here? Maximum frequency equals to m dot get value of mfk. Mfk is the median element that we have found. I have declared both them of earlier 0. M dot get value get what? Yeah, get value. Is it working? Without value? What the hell? 3361. Yeah, of course it will not work. How will it work? Get value. Dot get. There's no need. Entries get value. If the key is greater than, then greater value increase by that value. If it is lesser than m key, then the lower people get increased by that value. And finally the answer is minimum. This should work. Why is this not working? Is it not working because I need this? The time left is 22 minutes and I have solved none. So sad. I grinded for a month. I not grinded, but still I solved 3361. Why is it 3? Okay, median is this element. So lesser are 2, greater are 2. mat.minimum is, so 2 plus 0 it should have been. Let me print these values first. System.out.println less people plus greater people. Okay, and we'll do this. 3 and 1. Why is it 3 and 1? If n equals there are 5 elements, so we need 0 1 second element. N minus 1 by 2. Let's do this. Two two five one. Was it 2251? Okay, please let this be the solution. Oh my god, finally I have come close to I don't know if this will work or not. Okay, if there's a wrong answer then I'll rage bait. This will be rage bait. Wait, there's no long or conversions, right? 10 to the power 9. Have I used anything that exceeds? Please work. Fingers fucking crossed. Okay, at least I'll not go. I can go in negative. Okay, that's good. 20 minutes I can solve 2 and that's fine. Okay, I need 2 also. So each, okay, this, I know this problem. I just need to find the solution. The problem is clear, that there will be heights. Let's say we'll build a grid. Okay, we'll select this and rotate this. And we need to rotate this. How can I rotate this? Huh? How can I rotate? Yeah, okay. Got it. So let's say this is the grid, right? And we have our cakes lined up from here. This is the baseline, and let's say this is the height. Let me change the stroke. So what we can do is we can shift it here. For this index we can shift every value here. We can shift all the values here. The problem we were facing was, and there was an element here, and this was it, right? So we could not add any other element here, right? We could not add any element here. So means all this value can get transferred here. So let's say B. This is A1, A2, A3, A4, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. At position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Position 5 has access to all the values A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Position 4 has similarly less sources. Let me have it. Okay, these are positions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these are the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Positions and values at that position. This position 1 has access to this. The position 2 has access to both these values. Position 3 has access to all these values. Similarly, position 4 has access to all the values. Let me do it again. Okay, so red, green, blue, orange and black. Okay, and what we need is we need to equalize all the values. We need to equalize all the values. We need to fill all the values correctly. How can we do this?
We have a godfather.
I recorded it. Just a second, there will be some noise. If there is an increasing value, this is the array, right? So if there is an increasing sequence, we'll already cut that. The moment if there is a decreasing set, we'll cut that as well. So it depends on the first increasing or decreasing sets, right? Let me see the question. Convergence, okay. So 1, 2 will get increasing set. So oh no, we need to print and for every point, right? So till here the 2, 3, 4 increasing. Four two is decreasing, so 4, 2. Okay, decreasing set is different. Here there is increasing set. In the decreasing set it gets divided. But in increasing set, I'm not able to find it. Okay, what's the logic? Okay, so I'll put this just 10 minutes. right? How much time do I have left? 12 minutes. Okay. A particle value can access all these elements. This value can access all these elements. This value can access all this, and we need equal in this. Let's say the equal amount is E. There's some left over, and the values are A, B, C, D, F. Okay, let's just make it even. This is E, and this is the same amount H. Then 5H plus L equals to summation of all these values, but this L can be anything. The H is till there comes a decreasing number. If it is like the graph is like this, right? So till there comes, this is the value. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, these are the values. What will be in this case? The first increasing, the lower limit of the first increasing height. And if it was like this, let's say, in this, what will happen is this will get divided into all of this, right? This will get divided into these. Okay, so each of this value we start filling from here. Can we brute force it? 2 to the 10th to the power 5. I don't think this is brute forceable. There is a mathematical formula to this. Surely there is a mathematical formula. There is no brute force. All this value can shift here. It cannot shift here. If there is a gap present before here, the only things that can fill it is why am I not getting any idea of how to solve this? Has access to all of these elements, but this element has only access to one, so it will take all the values from here, and then 7 minutes. I can do this. I can freaking do this. I can. Let me read the question. What can we do? What can we do? Let me see the graph once again. This is a good question, man. Simple, but it's good. There's something elegant in this. Seven minutes, I can do this. Graphs or graphs, anything. I'm not able to get any hint. I mean, if it is only decreasing order, then yeah, it will be prefixed by the index. But it's not, right? It can be anything. Okay, this. How much time have I got left? 2 minutes. Can I at least get the. Can I at least get the logic? I'll be happy enough. Good question, right? It's fun. So there is a graph. Let's say the graph is like this. Now we need to level this graph such that we can only shift the elements to the right. Let's say that we print the prefix. Okay, sure, I'll not able to solve it in 30 seconds. So that's it. Guys, let's see my friend's standings, right? Okay, thank you guys. I hope you had fun watching me get completely destroyed by today's contest. Bye. Love you, Shravani.